Hey guys, it's Steph. How the hell are you doing? I hope you're all good. In today's video, we're trying out a whole load of drugstore makeup, but not like the kind of high-priced drugstore makeup. Like, drugstore makeup has changed so much since I was younger. Like, before, we didn't call it drugstore makeup, we called it Boots and Superdrug. And now you have like all these designer brands. So today, I'm focusing only on like the more affordable brands. We're talking MUA, Rimmel, Elf, 17, that sort of price range. So let's get into it. You guys wanna know something really quite horrible? I have noticed a smell in one singular corner of our kitchen for, I don't know, now it's been like 5 days, and Ollie was telling me that it was nothing. He said it smelled like burnt rubber. I am adamant, and we don't know for sure, but I'm 95% sure that we have some sort of unalived rodent or something in our wall, which is really fun. And yeah, there's a tiny little corner of our house that smells. Don't know why I've decided to share this with you. It doesn't have any context to anything, but yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, maybe it's gone. Because, I mean, if we can't get to it, the only thing we can do is like wait it out. But I was like, maybe it's gone because I'm putting like bowls of vinegar down. I've literally just then had a delivery of like some little deodorizing pouches, and I put down like coffee grounds and everything. Got like all of the scented candles and like diffusers and everything going in that one corner. Still there. Quite unhappy about it. But how can I be unhappy when I have a little strawberry on my head? So pray for, I was gonna say pray for the rodent, but I think it's maybe a little bit too late. So please pray for me and my nostrils over the next however long. And if you have any advice, please tell me, actually, because it's not fun. Let's do the makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this primer here, which I'm surprised I haven't tried. This is basically, well, it literally is what it says in the tin, a liquid version of the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And I've had this for ages, been meaning to try it out, but I just haven't. I like the Putty Primer, but I do feel like sometimes, I don't know what it is, I just prefer like liquids on my face. Don't. Okay, let's have a little look. Now that I'm putting this on my face, I'm like, have I tried this? Have I tried this? If I have, I can't remember what it was like, but have I? I don't even remember what I did 10 minutes ago, let alone what I tried before. But it feels good. It basically feels like the Putty Primer, but a touch more like hydrating and a little bit more slippy on my face, which I personally prefer. So that's all right so far. We're now gonna move on to this foundation here. So I actually didn't realize this was a new foundation, but apparently it is. Because I always thought, Rimmel have always done like a lasting finish foundation, but this one apparently lasts 35 hours. I swear Rimmel are always coming out with like different claims and stuff. It's like, this foundation will stay on your skin for 87 years. But this one is supposed to last and hydrate your skin for up to 35 hours. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put that fully to the test today, but we're still gonna give it a go. So I'm using the shade Golden Beige, which looks like it could be okay. My fake tan is so crusty today. Do you fake tan wearers? Like yesterday, me fake tan, that's proper Cornish came out then. My fake tan looked fine. Woke up this morning and I'm like, what changed in like those 7 hours that I was asleep? Because now it's like tiger bread almost. Okay, let's try this out. I've got a little bit of cream bronzer as well if I need it. Oh God, my cats are attacking things downstairs. Okay, I'm like tapping it in. It seems to be sitting on my skin a tiny bit. Let me give you like a really super uncomfortable close-up. Like, it's not overly noticeable unless you're this up close to my face, and if you are, then step away, please. But it's not sinking in to my skin and like becoming my skin essentially as much as I would like and as much as like my usual foundations do. Yeah, it kind of looks a bit patchy if anything. Maybe it'll get better in a second. Let's add more. The best thing to do when you don't know if you like something is to just add more or do it over and over again and expect a different outcome. Actually, that's entirely the opposite of what you probably should do. But that's what we're doing today. It smelled really good though. It's got that typical like Rimmel foundation smell. I don't know what it is that they put in their foundations, but Rimmel foundations always have this like very particular smell. Yeah, it's like sitting on my skin, which I know sounds like what foundation should do, but I'd like it to blend in a little bit. I'm trying here. And this says, by the way, that it's a full coverage foundation. I would say it does have quite a bit of coverage, but yeah, the way it's actually sitting on my skin isn't the best. And normally it's not too bad around my nose or around my mouth because I get that sometimes. I get a little bit drier around there. But on my cheeks here, that's usually like the best place where my foundation sits. and it's not sitting. Look, can you see this? Can you see it? I can't, this camera's quite far away. Can you see it? Just looks, yeah, textured. I don't know if I like that. And the fact that it's got hyaluronic acid in it makes me think like, oh, it's gonna be really hydrating. It actually looks kind of like one of those matte foundations, even though it's still wet on your skin. I don't know. Jury's, excuse me. Jury's still out with this one. We'll see. Okay, I'm now gonna move on to this concealer here, which I have had for so long. I actually had to double check that they still did this, and they do. This is called the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. The packaging looks very, very light, but I don't know, hopefully the color will suit. It's got like a little brush tip. Talk amongst yourselves. Woo! Okay, it is fair, but I think we can make it work. So I'm just gonna paint that onto my inner corner and outer corner here, and all the usual places that I usually put concealer. I need to get some of this foundation down my neck. My neck is tiger bread. I literally woke up today and all I've got in my head is that old like Eminem D12 song that's like, these chicks don't even know the name of my band. That's honestly like the only thing that's going on in my brain right now. I'm just using this little Sigma brush, which doesn't seem to be blending this out very well, so I'm gonna resort back to the foundation brush and just get it right up into my eyeball. And once again, if you're new here, I have a tiny little bit of psoriasis right on my inner corner here, which is so fun. I love it. So if you see that little bit of dryness, don't blame it on the product. That's just my skin going, we're going to just procreate on your face. And what? I'm saying so many bad things in this video and I'm not even trying. We're gonna multiply on your face. That sounds a bit better. And you can't do anything about it. Okay, we've got some coverage. We need more though, if I can find where I put that concealer. The color doesn't actually look too bad either. It is just kind of brightening. I guess that's why they call it the brightening concealer. That would actually make a lot of sense. That actually looks okay. Despite my little crusty inner corner, I would love more coverage, I always would, but that actually looks pretty decent because I wasn't sure what I was gonna expect with this. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like a Touche Eclat kind of situation, but yeah, okay. These chicks don't even know the name of my band, but they roll on me like they wanna hold hands. Classic. We should make that our national anthem. Ugh, I don't like this foundation. Unless powder randomly fixes it and everything comes together, I don't like it. It just looks like paste on my face. Why is everyone talking about this? Yeah, as much as I really rate Rimmel as a brand and I actually like a lot of their products, this is one of the worst foundations I've tried for a while. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go in with this cream bronzer here from MUA, which I am quite excited to try out. I'm using this in the shade Toffee. This looks like a really nice poopy little color. And I love, hey, why not? I've already been making all these like weird jokes without even meaning to. I love poop on my face. Clip that if you want. You have my permission, I don't care. So I'm just gonna bronze myself up a little bit because even though I'm a bit crusty, there's still a little bit of warmth in the tan. Somehow that's actually made the foundation look better. Like it's actually made it look smoother, which confirms my suspicion. My little, need a monocle here. I need to actually get a monocle. Do I have a monocle? Do this. This confirms my suspicion that I do not like the Rimmel foundation because this little contour bronzer thing has actually made the texture better. Try not to get it in my blonde bits. I have my like silvery front bits topped up again the other day and I love it, but when I'm doing makeup and fake tan and stuff, any blonde silver hair people will know that when it gets in blonde hair, makeup just stays and then I end up with like yellow bits, which I don't want. So if I end up with a bit of a ring around my head, we'll fix it in a bit. But I definitely just got a crap ton in my hairline there. Brilliant. I'm not put together enough to deserve having like flawless hair and everything. So this is the only bronzer that I've got today. So I'm just gonna lag a little bit more on my cheeks. That's better. A little bit more alive. Okay, I'm now gonna move on to this powder here from Milani, which I didn't even know was a thing. This is the Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. It's like a pressed powder. Gonna open it for a minute then. Looks like this, just looks like a pressed powder. What else is it gonna look like? But I'm using this in the shade 02 Nude. You guys know the drill. We'll do the under eyes first. There's a cat hair on my brush. There's a cat hair on my face. I've just gotten to the point in my life where I just accept that I will forever be covered in cat hair. There is no two ways about it. Even if I didn't have a cat, say if I just like went to another country, I would never leave the boys. And I didn't have a cat for like 10 years, I would still find their hair somewhere on me. I expect it for the rest of my life. Okay, let's give this a go. I like that it's got a mirror in the compact. I feel like a lot of brands, and I understand why, hello crazy eyebrows, a lot of brands are taking their mirrors out of their compacts now. And like I said, I understand why, makes them easier to recycle and stuff, but I feel like especially when you're doing like powder, you're gonna wanna touch up your makeup here and there throughout the night. So a compact is good. Sehr gut. Yeah. Dry foundation. Not a fan. The under eyes look okay though. I mean, I'm expecting this powder to be a little bit more matte than I would normally want, but it does actually look all right. Like it is actually, apart from this bit right in the center of my forehead, it is actually making the foundation look a bit better. It's like smoothing it out a touch, but the foundation is still playing me. I would not want this on my face for 35 hours. Powder on the rest of my face. I don't normally like pressed powders, but actually, I'm gonna just talk like this for the rest of the video. I am on one today. What was I saying? The ADHD is out in full force right now. I don't normally like pressed powders, but actually this one is really quite good. I like it. It's not covered up too much of my bronzer either. It's got obviously like a slight tint to it. Yeah. That's actually pretty decent. Okay, I've got this blush here now from MUA in the shade Ginger. And now there's one of my own hairs on me somewhere. So it's like a split pan, so you can obviously choose which shade you want. I'm gonna mix the two together. And I'm just gonna tap it on. Can take a little bit more than that. Nice. Oh, I reckon. I'm not gonna do it now, like, cause I've already added like a fair bit, for me anyway, onto my cheeks. But I reckon that on its own will actually be like a really nice bright pink, like the one that's trending everywhere at the moment. I feel like after the big C word, I don't even know if YouTube are like penalizing people for saying the C word. You know, the C word with the masks and all that. I feel like obviously brands didn't release any new makeup for ages. And now like we're finally getting back into the swing of things where I feel like a lot of these drugstore brands especially are launching a lot more products. And I'm very happy about that. So I'm just pressing that in quite heavily, and then I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and just soften it at the front of my face. I like to do that as well, just because I feel like when I put my like slightly damp brush from foundation all over my face again, it does just kind of add a little bit of dewiness to my skin. So if I ever look a bit too matte, then I will normally just do this and like press it over just to add a little bit of glowiness back. Quite like that. That is a decent little blush and super affordable. Okay, so the next product, I know, really bad of me here, you can actually get from like Boots and Superdrug, but it is super cheap and you can get it on a bunch of different like UK websites. It's from Catrice and this is called their More Than Glow Highlighter. This looks stunning. I love Catrice. Let me know if you guys want like an updated Catrice video or anything, but look at that. Another cat hair on my nose. Yep. My band, my band, my band, my band, my band. Where's that brush gone? I am so excited to just shove this on my face. I don't know if there's a shade actually. I should have a look. Beyond Golden Glow. Oh, there it is. Let's have a closer look. It does look a little bit textured. Like it looks, I really like how it looks, but close up it does look a little bit textured, but I'm also not entirely convinced that that's not from the Demon foundation, but really pretty. Let's try it up here because this ain't looking too dry up here. It's like a very, like, how do I describe it? It's like soft, but it is metallic. It's not like a natural soft kind of highlighter, but it does just seem to diffuse everything a little bit. It's kind of like an actual like wet look. I like it though. I reckon on like an actual base that I enjoy, I could really like that. Just blend all that in a little bit more with my blusher brush again. Yeah, look, a nice little glow there. Let's do it on the brow bone. Brow bones, this is definitely a niche thing. One of my favorite parts about makeup is putting highlighter on my brow bone. I don't know why, but it is one of my favorite things. I feel like with this brush as well, I always speak about this brush. It's just this little fan brush from Zoeva. It fits right into the arch of my brow. This was not planned, but it just, yeah, just fits perfectly. It's like one of those things in life that just feels right, you know? What in tarnation? This brow hair is just wanting to flick up. Okay, could look worse. I'm not like super crazy about how everything's looking. but it also does look fine. It looks all right. I'm now gonna move on to my lips because I only have one lipstick to try out today, and I've already tried out this lip liner before, but it's from Rimmel, and it's in the shade Cappuccino. But I'm just gonna lightly line my lips with this. It's quite a deep, dark, cool tone. I like these liners though. See? I'm not just here like shitting all over Rimmel as a brand. I really like these lip liners, just the foundation ain't for me. Let me know if you like it though. Let me know your skin type and if you've tried it and if you like it. Like sometimes I'll review things and I feel like I'm the only person in the world that does not like a product. And so I wanna know your guys' thoughts as well. Like I know it's me trying on the makeup like in front of you right now in your little screen, whether I'm in your phone or on your computer or whatever. But let me know what you guys think of any of these products if you've tried them, because it might help someone out in the comments. I love this lip liner shade. Obsessed. So I'm now gonna go in with this lipstick here from MUA. It's in the shade Heroic, and it's one of their creamy matte lipsticks. Looks like this. So it's like a cool tone pink. I'm losing my voice right now. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be a nice little combo. My lips are so dry right now, so hopefully it doesn't look too crusty. I'm just a ball of crust at the moment, basically. I'm literally just gonna like eat the crust off my lips. Waste not, want not, etc. Ooh, this is a good color. I like that a lot. That's like such a good nude where it's not too cool toned. It's got a little bit of warmth and like peachiness in it. Yeah, I like that combo. It's eyeball painting time now, lads. So I have 2 palettes. That's 4. 2 palettes. I have this one here from 17, which I wanted to use for the matte orange shade. And then I have this one here from Lottie London for this shimmery orange shade. Yeah. And I also might use this shade here as well. So I think I'm gonna do an orange kind of cut crease with a bit of shimmer. That's kind of what I'm going for. I really quite like a lot of the 17 eyeshadow palettes, but I've not tried out this really, really bright one. It's a little bit crumbly, but let's see what you get. So I'm gonna shove this in my crease. I don't want it to be like, bam, crazy, crazy, crazy pigmented, which is good because this doesn't seem to be crazy, crazy, crazy pigmented, but I just want like a pop of matte orange so I can do a little cut crease. And usually I actually bring it up quite high. I'm gonna try not to today. One little tip, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this anyway, but if you don't want your eyeshadow to blend too high, tip your eyeshadow brush downwards. So then you're like focusing a lot of the products like on your actual crease, as opposed to doing this where you're gonna really blend a lot of the product upwards. This is okay. It's okay. Some of the other palettes that I've tried from them are, I mean, they're not the best palettes in the world, but they're also like really affordable. But I think I've tried like the cool tone one and then maybe like a greeny one and maybe like a purpley one. And they're pretty good. This is probably, just based on this color alone, it's probably my least favorite out of all the palettes they've done. But we've got the orange. I'm actually gonna bring it into the outer corner a little bit as well because I don't want it to all be completely shimmery on my lid. That'll do for now. We're gonna tidy it up in a bit, but that'll do for now. I'm then gonna take some of my P. Louise base and just shove that in my inner corner. I might even just do like a half cut crease today. I need more. Okay, cut crease is done. We're now gonna go in with this Lottie London palette here. So this is called the Love is Love, Love Aura palette. And I really like a lot of the shades in this. That looks great. Let's try this matte purple because it's not going on my eyeballs today. That actually looks pretty good. I'm wearing the filming trousers today. Guys, okay, I have like a million ideas running around my head, which is probably no surprise. A lot of them are completely useless. But I've been doing this for years, literally like wearing the worst sweatpants in existence when I film and just wiping my hands on my trousers because I ain't got time to go and get like wipes or wash my hands every 5 minutes. I always think there needs to be like a pair of sweatpants that just are kind of like towely and they're just meant for makeup and they wash and it all comes out. I don't know how I would make it, but would you guys want that? It literally might never come into fruition, and even if it does, by the time I do it, someone else will probably have done it. But I feel like that's such a good idea. Just like, just wipe your hands and it just takes it off. Almost like one of those like little magic eraser kind of things, but in trouser form. So when you're doing your makeup, or even if you're like washing your brushes or something, you want to dry them off, come on. It's a very niche idea, but I feel like it's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna try out this sort of like shimmery gold shade. And pop that on my eyeballs. Ooh. This is like fully throwing it back to like 2016 makeup looks. Right, I'm gonna pop that on the center of my lid. Oh, I mean, it's definitely pigmented. It's a nice shimmer. I'm gonna bring it up to my crease a little bit more in a second. I like it. Just taking a little tiny angle brush, just so I can get it right up to that line. Like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this super icy looking shade. Yeah, it's like, almost like goldy green. Yeah, let's try this bad boy. It's a bit more like of a creamy texture than the other ones. It's like that kind of like bitty, shimmery texture, where it's not a glitter. It's just, yeah, a bit like crumbly, like me. That's me in an eyeshadow right now, which isn't a good thing. It's all right. I feel like there's just not enough shimmer going on, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of this highlighter. Yeah, I can already tell, even though it probably doesn't look any different to you guys, that is way better. Works with the eye look a lot more as well. And then a little bit on the inner corner, as always. Not bad, not amazing, not the best, but it's okay. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more of that like orangey shimmer, just to make sure everything's nice and blended. Okay, we're gonna do liner now. I have this one here, which is probably one of the most expensive products in the video, even though it's literally just a liner. But this one's from Doll Beauty. It's their Push Poppin' Liner in black. And hang on a minute. This is brand new. I literally just took off the plastic packaging. Come on. Is that as dark as it goes? Okay, let's see how it performs. That's better. Maybe it just needed warming up a little bit. Kind of feels more like a gel almost. Is it supposed to be a gel? Precision eyeliner. No, it's supposed to be a liquid, and it is liquid. It does just feel like thicker. I don't know how to explain it. It's doing the damn thing though. Like it is working, and now it's on my eyeballs. It does look a lot darker. I want to go for a big wing. Yeah. And then I'm going to bring it around just on my top lash line a little bit. Not so much like doing an inner corner flick, but I just want to line that a touch. That looks pretty good. Okay, now gonna move on to this mascara here from e.l.f. It's called their Lash and Roll, and I'm presuming this is kind of supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So let's make sure it's all loaded up. It's got like a little curved wand. And it's a plastic wand as well, so it's gonna really help me to dig straight into my lashes. I feel like the most important bit about a mascara is that it fully gets like to the base of your lashes. Otherwise, you're just kind of like painting little bits on the end. It's like a little reverse ombre. It's quite a dry formula. And I wouldn't say it's adding much like bulk to my lashes. Do I want it on my lower lashes? Do I? Yeah, a little bit. At least on the outer corner. That looks pretty good. I normally prefer something a little bit more clumpy, but if you want something that's gonna give you length and a nice little curl, like I haven't curled my lashes or anything, you can see it's curled my lashes quite nicely, but not too much, then yeah, this actually looks pretty good. It's been ages since I used the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit, but I don't know, do you guys think it's a dupe? I think it could be. Okay, I think that's it for everything today, other than the lashes, which I'm gonna pop on off camera. I'm gonna use these today. They're from Ardell, and they're their Active Lash in the style Gains with a Z. And yeah, they just look like this. So I'm gonna pop these on, do the other eye, sort my hair out, sort my life out, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, this is the finished look. The lashes, I can't show you because they're on my eyes, but they had like an invisible band and they were very, very bendy. So they were like a little bit weird to apply, but actually like once you get them on, they do feel literally like nothing at all. So yeah, this is the finished look. It's all right. It's okay. I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe I could do with like a slightly more intense lip or just a completely different eye look. I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not loving. I had a look a second ago when I was doing my other eye. I've said this so many times throughout the video. I'm sorry, Rimmel, but this foundation is bad. Like, I thought it maybe could have been the powder, but there are some areas of my face, and like my under eyes, where it looks fine. I'm gonna show you. Look, can you see how like cakey it looks? Like on my forehead, hopefully it's picking it up. It just looks so textured and cakey. Like I'm think I might actually even take it off, which I don't normally like to do. Yeah, like if this is how it looks within the first like half an hour of me wearing it, I can't imagine it's gonna look any better as time goes on. It just looks so dry and cakey, like around my whole mouth and like on my forehead, it just looks dodge. Really not a fan of this. Surprise, surprise. I know, like I've been hyping this up the whole time. That wasn't even good sarcasm. Like I just don't like this. Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst foundations I've tried in a while. So I think I'm gonna be taking this off, so I'm not gonna be doing a wear test or anything, because honestly, I just don't like how it looks. Let's go over though a few of my favorite products. Okay, one of my favorites, wherever it is, there's only a few products on my desk, but I can't seem to find it. This one, this cream contour bronzer stuff, great, really, really like that. I don't know if I'd say this is a favorite, like I'm not saying this is like, oh my God, my new favorite powder or anything like that, but I was actually quite pleasantly surprised by this. So that's like, could be good. Need to try it a little bit more, but yeah, I actually quite like that. And then I'm also gonna say the lipstick. I think these lipsticks are really good, and obviously they're super, super cheap. I would maybe choose a different color or just wear it with like a slightly more pinky liner, but they're really, really pigmented. The packaging's nice. Think they have quite a nice like range of colors, so I would say that's another favorite of mine. So anyway, my friends, I'm gonna leave it here for today. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking off the makeup, so I'm not gonna be doing any sort of wear test or anything like that. I'm gonna link everything down below, as I always do. If you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful or whatever, if you just wanna be nice and support me, because it does help a lot, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do wanna see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you, and I will see you. I've got so much energy, I just needed to get it out then, because I was being too like stagnant. I'll see you in the next one.